Hello everyone, welcome back to Pabbly. In this video, we are going to learn how to automate blog keyword research with AI agent using Pabbly. So here I am working as a content strategist at a digital marketing agency. I need to generate the keywords for the blog titles to be assigned to my team members to write the blogs. Therefore, I have to automate this entire process because it is a time-consuming process. So here I am using AI agent, that is OpenAI and Pabbly Connect, and with the help of this, I am going to automate this entire process in such a way that every time a new row is going to be added in my Google Sheets along with the details of a new blog title, automatically keywords are going to be generated for that same title and are going to be added automatically in front of that row in my Google Sheets. Now, to automate this entire process, I am not going to use any kind of coding and programming skills. I am going to integrate all these applications with the help of Pabbly Connect. So for your business, if you also want to learn this amazing automation step by step, for that you have to come towards my screen. Welcome to my screen everyone. In this video, we are going to learn step by step how to automate blog keyword research with AI agents using Pabbly. So I am a content strategist for a small digital agency and I used to spend hours manually researching keywords before assigning blog topics to writers. Therefore, to save time, I have automated this entire process. Now, whenever a new row is going to be added in my spreadsheet along with a blog topic or niche on which we want the team members to write the blogs, content goal, target audience, etc., then automatically my AI agent is going to instantly generate a list of high potential SEO friendly keywords that are then going to be automatically added and updated in my Google Sheets for my team members to take and assign the titles to themselves. Okay, so here in order to automate this process, I'm not going to use any kind of coding and programming skills. I'm going to simply build the connection between my Google Sheets and my AI agent, that is OpenAI. So before moving forward towards learning the process step by step, let me first of all show you that how this automation is actually going to work. So for that, I'm going to quickly add a new row in front of you along with the date, blog topic, content goal, and the target audience. So here I've added the date. Now I'm going to quickly enter other details as well. And here I have added the data. We have blog topic, content goal, and the sales target. And as soon as we have added a new row, you can see that automatically without any manual efforts, here we got the keywords related to the same title. So in this way, our automation is actually going to work effortlessly. We do not have to do anything manually over here. Just add the topic and your keywords are ready to be used. So here, let's start learning how to create this amazing automation by ourselves. To start with the process, in a new tab, you need to type pabbly.com/connect in your browser. It is going to take you towards the landing page of Pabbly Connect where we can find two options, sign in and sign up for free. So if you are already an existing user just like me, click on sign in to log into your account directly. But if you are a new user, you have to click on this sign up for free button. It will help you to create a free new account just in 2 minutes. Also, when you will do that, you're going to receive 100 free tasks every month to explore this amazing software and to test multiple automations. So as an existing user, currently I'm going to click on sign in. This is all app section where we can find all the products that are offered by Pabbly. To create our automation, we are going to use Pabbly Connect. So let's click on access now. Now we are on the dashboard of Pabbly Connect where we can find all the workflows that we have created, and we can also create separate folders over here on the same dashboard to save our workflows separately and accordingly. Now to create a new workflow, let's click on this create workflow option. As we have done that, a dialog box is appeared in front of us which is asking us to provide a name to this workflow. So first of all, let me provide a name over here. Automate blog keyword research with AI agents using Pabbly. After giving the name to my workflow, now I'm going to select the folder. So you can see I have list of folders over here. Among these folders, I'm going to select this AI automations as my folder in which I want to save the workflow related to AI. And now I'm going to click on create. In this way, I'm going to organize my dashboard by saving different workflows in separate folders. You can also do the same. Now over here, you can see that we are on a new screen which contains a blank workflow. The blank workflow is to be filled up by us so that we can completely set up our automation. Over here we have two extremely important windows, trigger and action. Trigger and actions are the two main concepts, the principles, or we can say these are the building blocks on which the entire automation runs. Here the trigger says when this happens and the action says do this. That means the action is the response towards our trigger. So whatever we are going to select in our trigger is going to command the entire workflow and the actions are going to follow that same command. Therefore we can have only one trigger in any workflow, but we can add as many action steps as we want. Now let's suppose here I want that every time a new title of the blog, the date, the content goal, and the target audience is going to be added in my Google Sheets, then automatically on the basis of these details, my AI agent should generate the highly rated keywords Then automatically on the basis of these details, my AI agent, that is OpenAI, should generate highly rated keywords for me that I'm going to update over here in this spreadsheet. So for that, here I'm going to take Google Sheets and trigger and my AI agent, that is OpenAI, in my action step. When we are going to build the connection between these applications, then you will see that action is going to follow what the trigger commands, because when the trigger happens, that means when a new row is going to be added in my Google Sheets along with a new date and new blog title or niche, then automatically the keywords are going to be generated with the help of AI agent, otherwise not. So after understanding the whole concept of trigger and action, let us start creating this automation step by step. To start with the process, first of all, we need to go towards our trigger step and we have to select our trigger application over here. So our trigger application will be Google Sheets. Here I'm maintaining the record of all the details related to the topic, content goal and the target in my Google Sheets. So I'm managing my blog titles and keywords with the help of my spreadsheet. Therefore, I'm taking Google Sheets in my trigger step. But in case if you're using a form builder application to collect these details, you can also select that application over here in your trigger step. Alright, I have selected the trigger application as Google Sheets and now we are going to select the trigger event. So on the happening of which event inside Google Sheets you want to capture the response and start your workflow. So here I want that when a new or updated spreadsheet row will be added in my Google Sheets, then the workflow should start. Okay. Now here we got a webhook URL and also we have received some instructions. By following the given instructions step by step carefully, we need to insert the webhook URL inside our Google Sheets, and as we will do that, then the webhook URL is actually going to act as a bridge for transferring the data of every new row which is added in Google Sheets towards Pabbly Connect. So let's simply copy the webhook URL and then I'm going to take you towards my Google Sheets. After coming over here, you can see that these are the fields I have in my spreadsheet. We have the date column, the blog or the niche topic, then we have the content goal of this topic, then we have the target audience and the keywords which is to be updated when the keywords will be generated with the help of AI agent. Okay, so here I'm going to take you towards extensions. We have the option of add-ons and we have to go towards get add-ons. Now it is going to take us towards Google Workspace Marketplace where we need to search for Pabbly Connect webhooks. So basically Pabbly Connect webhook is the add-on which we need to install in Google Sheets to build the connection between Google Sheets and Pabbly Connect successfully. You can see that I've already installed the add-on Pabbly Connect webhooks, so I'm going to cross it. If you are installing the add-on for the very first time, you also have to keep in mind to refresh your spreadsheet once, then only you will be able to find the option of Pabbly Connect webhooks under extensions. As here we have the option of Pabbly Connect webhooks, let's go towards initial setup, as now we have to do an initial setup in which we have to enter two details. So we have webhook URL and the trigger column. So first of all, in the field of webhook URL, let's paste the webhook URL which we have received from Pabbly Connect. Then we have to enter the trigger column. So according to your spreadsheet data, you have to decide a specific column which is going to act as your trigger column. The concept of trigger column says that whenever a new row is going to be added in your spreadsheet up till that column, then the entire row is going to be immediately sent towards Pabbly Connect automatically. In my spreadsheet, you can see I have the columns up till E, but I'm going to decide D as my trigger column, because I want that whenever a new row will be added in my spreadsheet up till D column, then immediately the response should be captured inside Pabbly Connect, because as we have the last column of E which is going to be updated later on. So when the columns will be filled up till D column, then the response should be transferred towards Pabbly Connect. So here I'm going to select D as my trigger column. In the similar manner, you also have to decide your trigger column according to the spreadsheet data. And now we are going to click on the send test button to send the test response of this second row towards Pabbly Connect so that we can continue our workflow. Here the test data is sent successfully, so let's submit the initial setup. And here we can see that the setup is configured. So let's cross it. I will take you back towards Pabbly Connect, and here instantly and automatically the response is captured. So in our response, we have received all the details. We have the trigger column, the target audience, then we have the spreadsheet name, spreadsheet ID, sheet name, sheet ID, row index. That means the number of row which we have received in the response. We have a number of row 2 over here. So we have the row index as 2. Then we have the date, content goal and the topic. Okay, now as we have received this response, we have successfully built the connection between Google Sheets and Pabbly Connect. But now we have to do one more thing, because I want that every time a new row will be added in my spreadsheet up till the column D, the data should be keep on sending automatically without any manual efforts towards Pabbly Connect. For that, we have to go towards extensions. Once again, here we have Pabbly Connect webhooks, and the second option given over here is send on event, which we have to select. As we have done that, now we have made sure that every time a new row will be added in our spreadsheet now up till our trigger column, data will be keep on sending towards Pabbly Connect. After completely setting up the connection between Google Sheets and Pabbly Connect, now let's move forward. Over here, we now need to generate the keywords for the topic and the details which we have received from Google Sheets, so that further finally we can assign the blocks to our team members. For that, here we are going to go towards the action step and we are going to build the connection between our AI agent and Pabbly Connect. So I am using OpenAI as my AI agent to generate my keywords. If you are using any other AI application as your AI agent over here, you can select that application over here in your action step. I will select OpenAI. Now let's select the action event. So here I'm going to use GPT, that means ChatGPT, to generate my content. Therefore, I have selected ChatGPT as my action event. Now we need to build the connection between OpenAI and Pabbly Connect. For that, you can see that I am already logged into my OpenAI account. You also have to keep in mind to keep logged to all the applications which you want to connect with Pabbly Connect on prior basis, because then the process of your connection is going to become simple and easier. Now let's click on connect. Here we have two options, add new connection and select existing connection. If you already have an existing connection with OpenAI, quickly go with that. To create a new connection, go towards add new connection and here we have to get the token. So how you're going to get this token? For that, just click on this hyperlink. It is going to take you towards the API key page of OpenAI platform. Here you have to click on this create new secret key button. You can give a name to your key. It is actually optional. So let's say I'm going to give the name as new blogs, just a random name, and here you can select the project in which you want to save this key. I only have a single project that is already selected as default. Now I'm going to click on create secret key button. As we have done that, the key is ready. So let's copy the key. We'll go back and we will simply paste it over here like this. When you will click on save, your connection between OpenAI and Pabbly Connect will become successful. I have already created an existing connection with OpenAI. So currently I'm going to go with that and I'm going to click on save. As we have built the connection between OpenAI and Pabbly Connect, now let's move forward. Here we have to first of all select the model by using which we want to generate the keywords. So here you can see we have list of models over here. I'm going to select GPT-4o Mini as my model to generate the content. Now we have to move forward towards a very important and the highlight step of this automation, that is to enter the prompt. Prompt is actually the command which we need to provide to AI agent that what we actually want it to do for us. Here our objective is that on the basis of the market research as well as market trends, we want to generate the keywords for the title that we have received from Google Sheets along with the details by using the same details that we have received in the response. So here we have to provide the prompt as it is. We need to provide all the instructions that how and what kind of keywords we want, how you have to generate the keywords by using which details, and also the details which we do not want to be generated in the content. Okay. Apart from this, you will provide the purpose of generating these keywords and also the proper format, that what kind of content you want to generate. According to my use case, here my prompt is going to be, so here we have the prompt. Generate 10 SEO-optimized keywords for the blog topic. Here I am going to enter the topic of the blog. Include long tail variations, search intent labels on the basis of these, informational or transactional, and group by intent if possible. The content goal is, here I am going to provide the content goal and target audience. Now here, after providing the prompt, I am going to enter the details which we have received from Google Sheets. First of all, the blog topic on which we want to generate the content. So here we have the blog topic. I am going to directly insert it like this from the previous step. As I have inserted this blog topic from the previous step, I have mapped it. And when we map a data like this from the previous step, it becomes dynamic and it is now replaceable with every new response. So every time a new row is going to be added in our Google Sheets, automatically the details which we are going to map over here in these fields are going to replace. And in this way, we are going to automate the entire process of keyword generation every time for every new row which is added in Google Sheets. Because if we will enter the data manually over here by typing or by copy and pasting as we have entered the rest of the prompt, then it will become static and then it is not going to replace. Then the workflow will get stuck. Okay, so mapping is very important. Okay, so now I'm going to map the content goal that also we have received in our earlier response and the target audience. As we have mapped all these details, now let's click on save and send test request button. Here we got the response, and as we have mentioned, we have received the 10 keywords. So here, as we have received the 10 keywords related to the prompt which we have provided, now we are going to insert the 10 keywords in our Google Sheets so that further the topics could be assigned to the team members for blog writing. Okay, so let's click on this add action step button. Again, we are supposed to update the keywords over here in this column in the spreadsheet. So we are going to again build the connection between Google Sheets and Pabbly Connect. So let's quickly select Google Sheets as our action application. We will select the action event that will be to update update cell value, as we need to update the cell value by adding the keywords. Let's select update cell value. We'll click on connect, and because we've already built the connection between Google Sheets and Pabbly Connect, let's go with existing connection only. And over here, now we are going to select the spreadsheet. So the name of my spreadsheet is block titles and keywords. The sheet name is already selected. We have to provide the range now. Range means the cell in which you want to update the data, and range is made up of combination of the column as well as the row. So for example, currently we want to update the cell that is column D and row 2. Okay, column is going to be same each time, but rows are going to be dynamic. Therefore here we have to map the rows to make it dynamic, but we have to enter the column name manually. So here you can see that we have given the example of range C5, column name and the row index. So you can see that this is the column name, that is E. So I'm going to quickly enter E over here, as the column name is going to be same each time. So I have entered it manually, but we need to make the row name dynamic by mapping it from the above response, because rows are going to be changed each time. When a new row will be added, the row index will come to 3, then it will be changed to 4, 5, 6, and in this way column will be same. So what I'm going to do, in our earlier response, we have received the row index. Let's just map it. When we have mapped this row index, now every time a new row will be added in Google Sheets, automatically, according to that new row, this row index is also going to be updated. It is going to replace. Okay, so we have given the range, and now we have to provide the value that we want to update. So the value is keywords. Let's click on save and send test request button. And as we have done that, you can see that the response is captured. So now I'm going to take you towards my Google Sheets. And here we can see that our keywords are added. So now our spreadsheet is ready and updated with the blog title, content goal, target audience, as well as keywords. So now the team members could select the topics and write the blogs accordingly, according to the dates. Okay, so here our work is done. And in this way, our automation is completed. Now we do not have to do anything manually. As soon as a new row will be added in our spreadsheet, automatically with the help of our AI agent, the keywords are going to be generated and are going to be updated in our Google Sheets. So here, in a similar manner, you can also very easily create this amazing automation for yourself, for your business, in order to automate blog keyword research with AI agents using Pabbly Connect. So I hope the automation is clear to you. Also, this video is helpful for your business. Thank you for watching. Not only these applications, but you can integrate multiple such amazing applications with the help of Pabbly Connect. Now, if you have any doubt, you can email us at support@pabbly.com. If you want to ask any doubt, you can write us at forum.pabbly.com. And if you want to ask about the pricing, you can visit this website given over here. Do not forget to share our videos, like our video, and also subscribe our channel for more such amazing automations.